This is Nissan In-Game Live, along with the legend Ron Jaworski. I'm Michael Barkann. Eagles up 10-3 at Seattle. Jaws, your initial impressions of this first half of football?
I love the opening drive by our Philadelphia Eagles. Just a tremendous drive. They take 8 minutes, 31 seconds off the clock, 75 yards, 15 plays. And here's what I really love. 10 runs, 5 passes. Jalen completed all 5 of those passes. That's the way to start a football game. Control the ball, control the clock, good balance, take the lead, and now we're 10-3 at the half.
I'm with you. And then defensively, they held Seattle. I realize Geno Smith's not playing, nor are any of the other greats of the past, but at the same time, they held Seattle to just 3 points in the first half.
Metcalf's still out there, and he's a threat. Whenever he lines up, Lockett's a threat as well. Smith and Jimba is a heck of a rookie wide receiver, so they've got some weapons. But our defensive line with a 4-man rush is getting pressure on Drew Lock. He's not getting any time to allow those receivers to work down the field. The only thing he's getting those tight ends, those short 5-yard pass. So if we can continue to play defense like we're playing right now, I think we'll be really good in this game.
Back to the offense, DeAndre Swift, 10 carries for 36 yards. That's 3.6 yards per carry. Pretty good. Jalen Hurts carried the ball 7 times. I don't know what you think of that, especially coming off illness and also with that knee of his. 5 yards a carry. Kenny Gainwell, 5 carries. Even Dallas Goedert got into the act. They have 90 yards rushing.
Well, you mentioned Jalen. The first play of the game is a read option, basically, and he runs for 13 yards. So obviously we're all concerned about his health. Is he going to play? Is he going to start? Until an hour and a half before the game, no one was really sure. He's put in a rock-solid performance. I think that first play of the game showed that he was ready to go. He ran the first play of the game for 13 yards. So he's managing the game well. There's been 23 rushes, 17 passes. There's been good balance. And the way Seattle plays defense, they rush 4, they drop 4 underneath and 3 deep. They're going to force you to make stick throws all day. And Jalen made a couple of those throws on that first drive. He got the tight ends early. That's what you want to do. Take what the defense gives you. Don't force the ball. Don't turn it over. You're on the road in Seattle, obviously a hostile environment. But I think right now the Eagles have managed the game very well. And by the way, I like the way the defense is playing. Matt Patricia's first game and calling the defense, the young guys seem to be flying around. Sidney Brown's making a lot of plays, making plays for losses. So you're seeing the young guys, you can see the athleticism as well. Reed Blankenship makes a big play against Seattle on the first drive. It's 3rd and 8. They throw the ball for 7 yards. You think your tight end's going to run over Reed Blankenship. He makes a tackle, stones him right there. They have to punt the football. So I think right now the secondary is playing very well, and the pass rush not having to blitz is getting good pressure on Drew Lock.
And a young secondary, you mentioned Sidney Brown, you mentioned Reed Blankenship, who had concussion last week, comes back. He's looking real good. They were pretty good in the third down defense, something we discussed in the pregame program. Keely Ringo also in there. Yep. I thought he made a couple of plays and looked good.
Yes, it's good. Like I said, it's good to see them young guys. And you could really see it. I mean, if you're watching the game and you watch the secondary, the younger guys fly around. I mean, they play a little more reckless abandon, and you love to see that. You see, the young guys getting their opportunity. They want to show the coaches what they can do. So, especially those young guys, man, they are flying around. And it gives you a good feeling about the future and the fact that you're not seeing a lot of exotic defensive looks. They're basic fundamental defense that you're getting right now. So I like the way the defense is playing.
All right, I hope you'll agree. We've talked them up big time thus far in this segment on Nissan In-Game Live. But 90 seconds left, Jaws. First down, incomplete pass. Second down, incomplete pass. Third down, incomplete pass. The defense does a great job and hold. They get the ball back. 1st and 10, incomplete. Hurts run, nothing. Hurts incomplete. And then the end of the half, I was very frustrated to put
all
it mildly.
All those good things that you spoke about. Well, shut me down. I had a really good one,
I'm with you.
But you are correct. Well, there's been good balance. They come up 3 straight passes. They completed the first one, so then 3 straight after that, and we had to punt. So really I think only ran about 40 seconds off the clock, 42 seconds off the clock, which if you're going to give Seattle the ball back, you don't want to give them 1 minute and 3 seconds, which they did, but force the defense to stiffen their back. But you're right, you get an opportunity to get some points on the board, take advantage of it. The Birds offense did not.
What do you think about second half now? Adjustments, tweaks. What do you want to say?
I think what we're doing, what the Birds are doing, is very solid right now. The question is, what is Seattle going to do? They're using that 3 tight end offense, which is jamming up everything to the line of scrimmage. You're not going to get many explosive plays, and they have explosive players. So I know Drew Lock is a backup quarterback, but you got to take some shots down the field with these. Metcalf is a beast. I mean, that he's their AJ Brown. He'll get those contested catches. He's a tough guy. They've got playmakers, but they're dinking and dunking. I don't think that's the way to beat our defense. I think if you're going to score on this defense, you got to take some shots.
10-3 Eagles. They're going to go nuts in the second half. Clock hits 0. We've got Eagles post-game live with Ron Jaworski, Barrett Brooks, Reuben Frank, John Clark in Seattle, all the interviews. And Barrett, of course, joins you on all of our social media pages coming up after the third quarter, and we'll see you post-game.